I'm 85.
Okay. Do you have a burial plan of any type?
No, I don't. I guess I just thought I'd put it off for a while and not have to have one.
Okay. Well, we need to get it done because we can't write you after age 85.
No, I'm sure not.
Most companies only go to 85, so it's something you probably want to get done before you turn 86. How's your health doing?
Wonderful.
Okay. Any heart problems?
No,
Ever had cancer?
no,
Strokes?
no,
Emphysema?
no,
Kidney, liver, lungs, diabetes, circulatory problems, been in the hospital in the past year, had any blood clots in the past year, used any home oxygen in the past year?
no.
Okay, we can write you full coverage, and by full coverage, that means starting today on, it will pay the full amount, and the full amount is whatever you choose between 1 and 10. Now, you check the 4 and the 6 box. I would probably encourage you to start with the 6, only because we can't write you down the road, because once you turn 86, we can't write it. So go ahead and get the full amount locked in. This is the type of policy, when I say locked in, that means it can never change, never be taken away. Price can't go up. It's locked in, just like you take it out. And that way you would have a $6,000 policy. There's no waiting period, anything like that. When you pass away, the beneficiary is going to get $6,000 to go to the funeral home and say, here, this was how Mom paid for it. And that's really all you're doing with a plan like this. And you're just paying for your funeral a little bit every month. That way, when the time comes, take the policy, here's how it's paid for. The other big benefit to a policy like this, now that you're alone, is it does pass the money on tax-free, estate-free, and lawyer-free. Very important to get as much as you can to the kids without the government getting it, without the lawyers getting it, without it being tied up in the estate.
Well, I just kind of wanted to hear the plan today. I don't know. I haven't decided for sure what to do.
Well, let me tell you how we can handle that, and that is that you do have a 30-day right to examine the policy. That's a state law with any policy you get. And the reason I say that is what that does is that allows you to go ahead and set it up today, not knowing if you're going to keep it or not keep it. But what it does is it locks the policy in. That way you know you have the coverage. And the 30 days are 30 days from when you receive it, not 30 days from today. Because it's going to take us about 2 weeks to get that policy to you. That's when your 30 days starts, when you receive it. That way you're covered while you're thinking about it. It keeps you in control of keeping it or canceling it. Or if I came back a couple weeks from now or a month or 2 months from now and you'd had a light heart attack, light stroke, we couldn't write it. Then the insurance company's the one that's going to be in charge. This way, we keep you in control of things. That way, if you have a light heart attack, light stroke, you say, darn right, we're going to hang on to it because we know we can't get it. So, but the main reason you do it that way is it will get you the policy. That way, when you sit down with the kids or whoever you want to sit down and talk about it with, they have the policy in hand to see what you're getting. That way, they can see in writing what you're getting. Because if we leave today and you don't take the policy and you go try and talk to the kids, they're going to ask you questions. You know, Mom, does it build a cash value? And you're going to say,
I only have one, and he's up in Ohio, so
oh, okay.
I suppose I'll get to talk anything over it.
Well, and that's probably even then more important for you to get a policy in place, because it's going to be pretty expensive, not only for him to come back, but to bring the wife and kids and everything, plus take time off work. Then he's probably going to have to take time off work to come back and get the estate settled. You know, all you're doing this way is you're just paying for the funeral, so he doesn't have to.
Yeah, well, I haven't known what to do about that. I've thought about it quite a bit.
Well, I've been doing this for 21 years with the same company, and it works out pretty nice, because it's one of those things that somebody's going to pay for it anyway.
Exactly.
It's going to get paid.
Sure.
All this does is allows you to pay it a little every month, still having the full coverage. That way, when we leave today, you know there's $6,000, even if you pass away tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, that it's paid for. Even though you've only made one monthly payment, you're still covered. Okay, do you have a checking account?
Yes.
Okay, and it calls for it to run through the bank, where the bank sends it in automatically for you. And we normally set that up on the 5th, so it always comes out after you get your...
I have a lot of my things being paid for through the bank.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I had a little trouble. We had to we had somebody who got into my bank account.
Oh, geez.
And I didn't know it at all. I don't pay that much attention, you know, and they pay a lot my bills and stuff. But my son, I don't know how he caught that. He lives up in Ohio, but he did, and he finally got it straightened out. But he was pretty upset about it, and I would have been too if I'd have known what was going on.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, for a $6,000 policy, it runs $119.60 a month.
I don't think I'll take some out. You know, I just have the one son, and he'll have my bank account, and I'm gone, so I'll be off.
Well, the problem with that is if there is no bank account there because of doctors, medicines,
Yeah.
nursing homes, then what's plan B?
Yeah.
And that's where something like this, you want to make sure that it doesn't fall back on him. Because it's not just funeral, it's the funeral, estate planning, cleanup fund, travel coming back. You know, all of a sudden you start stacking those on top of one another, and it can really create a problem. And so that's where a plan like this comes in. It's going to have to get paid. Why not do it a little every month while you're here? That way when you're gone, it's done. Is that 119 a little more than you can swing every month?
Oh, yeah, I don't believe I'll take one out. Because, I don't get much, all I'm living on is my Social Security. And, so I believe that I'll just skip it.
Let me try
I'll talk to him.
Let me try a couple other things for you. For a $4,000 policy, it's $80.90. Is that a little closer to?
Yeah.
And for a $3,000 policy, it'd be $61.55 a month.
I don't believe I can afford that. I'm just, I just believe I'll skip it. Because, all I have is my Social Security, and I about got this, it's about takes all of that to live.
And that's exactly who this plan is aimed at, are people that are on Social Security. It allows you to do it a little bit at a time. Okay, for a $2,000 policy, it'd be $42.20 a month. At least get something in place, even if that money's used for their travel to come back, and, you know, because they have to jump on a plane, and, you know, husband, wife, kids, it's very expensive. And that money can be used for anything. You know, we'll make him the beneficiary. That way he has it. He can use it however he sees fit. And it'll really help offset some costs when the time comes.
Well,
But at least take a policy and look it over. Talk to him. That way when he asks you questions, you can either send the policy to him, have him read it, or, you know, he says, hey, Mom, does it build the cash value? You can call him back the next day and say, hey, yeah, I did read it. It does build cash value. Here's how much in 5 years. Here's how much in 10 years. You know, but if you don't have that policy and he calls and you're talking to him about it and he's asking you a question, you're just going to say, heck, I don't know.
no.
Well, it's hard for him to make a good decision based on, heck, I don't know answer. And so by having the policy, you can at least look it over and see. But that $2,000 would really come in handy to help take care of things, help take care of their stay here, take care of travel. You know, because when they're here, there's going to be eating out and food, and, you know, it's just expensive. But the big reason to get one in place is your age.
Well, my problem is I just don't ever get, go into anything, and I have to pay so much in money. I just, it always worries me to have a thing hanging over me that I've got to pay.
Well, but the thing about this one is you are going to pay it, or somebody's going to pay it. You're not getting out of paying it by not doing it. This way, it's just letting you pay it a little every
Well, I've
month.
got his name on my bank account, my only son, so he'll have it all when I get there.
If there is money there.
Yeah. That's right.
And that's why you want a policy like this backing you up in case the cash isn't there. And I'm talking the things that are beyond your control. We know you're not just gonna go blow it. But I'm talking, you end up in a nursing home for 6 months, a year, or you have somebody come into the home and help you because, of age. Doctors, medicines, all of a sudden you're on $500, $600, $800 a month medicine.
Yeah, I know.
Those things all can happen.
I don't really know from experience that I've, never been in that situation.
You're lucky. That's good.
I know that.
That's good experience not to have.
Yeah, I'm awful. I'm really lucky to be as healthy as
Yes,
I am.
I agree. But get a $2,000 policy in place and talk to your son. And then if you don't want to stick it in the mail, send it back. You get your $42 back.
Yeah.
It'll give you a chance to sleep on it, talk about it, look the policy over. The big thing is being covered at your age. You're covered while you're thinking about it, and it keeps you in control.
Yeah.
Where if we come back, later and you've had a health problem, there's nothing we can do for you. So at least look at $2,000 one over, and then before you turn 86, if your son says, hey Mom, let's go ahead and bump that up to $4,000 or $6,000, we can.
Yeah.
But at least it'll, as long as your health stays good, we can up it. But at least that'll give you a chance to look it over and see what you're getting and talk to your son.
Also for that.
Okay. Okay, your Social Security number?
308-532-6279. I don't know. Wait, no, that's wrong.
That was your phone number. I just didn't tell you that.
Oh dear. Well, let me see. I better start looking. You reckon I can find it in this mess?
And your height and weight?
I'm 5 foot tall,
Okay.
and I weigh 116. I weigh just...
What state were you born in?
Nebraska.
Date of birth is 8/20/19.
1990.
And what's your son's name for the beneficiary?
Frederick.
F-R-E-D?
Fredrick. He's just a boy that I raised, and my son died, the only son I had, the only child I had. So he's dead. But we raised my nephew. That was my nephew, and we raised him. We didn't adopt him or anything. His dad, my brother, was having troubles with his wife. She didn't want to take care of the baby, so he brought him to us and gave him to us. We never went through any adoption or anything.
Yeah.
So
What's his last name?
Allen.
Okay.
But he'll get everything
Okay.
when I'm gone, because that's the only child that I raised.
Okay. Did you find your Social Security number? Do you have it on your medical card? Your Medicare card?
Oh, yeah, if I can find it. There's so many things to keep track of anymore.
Yes, there is.
The older you get, the harder it is for you to keep track of. I'll warn you.
Okay. I need your signature right there. Try and get up here. Okay, and one more time, right down there on the very bottom line. What that is the bank authorization card
Okay.
saying they can send that in for you every month. Okay, I need a check for $42.20, and also I need to call in and do a quick phone interview with you. Are you on any medicines? Okay. What's your doctor's name?
Dr. Asher.
Asher, A-S-H-E-R,
Right.
here in town?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have a phone I could use?
Uh-huh.
A phone? A cordless phone?
Not a cordless one, but right over there, and it's at this end of the desk.
And then they'll re-ask you the same health questions that I asked you when I get done giving them the information.
Okay. What date is today?
Today's the 3rd of May. I'm ready to jump off them. Good. BMS. Ada. Allen. A-L-L-E. Allen. A-L-L-E. 308-532-6279. 506-309. 5 foot 116. Dr. Asher, A-S-H-E-R, North Platte, Nebraska. Nope, I'm it. Alright, here she is.
You're good. Uh-huh. No. No.
What we do is a voided check, and we'll send it with this card to your bank, so I'll just void one for you.
Okay.
And don't forget to write those down up front there.
Okay.
And there's a receipt that you did give me money. There's my card name, address, phone number. Like I told you, I've been with Old American for 21 years now.
That sounds
I'm
familiar, that's, you know.
Oh, it's very
yeah,
accounting.
yeah, I've heard.
And I'm planning on sticking around. So if the good Lord says I can, I'm gonna stick around doing this. Okay, well, I'm there to help you, so if you ever have a problem or question, do not ever hesitate to call. That's what I'm for.
Now, how much
That's what
is this gonna cost me per month?
Right
Do you
there.
have it there? Okay.
Right there, 4220.
That's enough for like
And
money.
they'll take it out on the 5th of the month every month.
Okay.
The bank will just
Yeah.
send it in automatically.
Yeah,
And
they-
your policy will be here in a couple weeks,
Okay,
but you're covered as of right now.
okay,
All right, thank you.
uh-huh,
Call if you need anything.
okay.
All right. Okay, do you have a burial plan of any type?
No, I've got life insurance.
How much life insurance?
10.
10,000. And hang on to that, don't let anybody talk you out of that. That's there for the estate planning, the bill paying, the cleanup fund, all the other things that go along with passing away. Most people will go ahead and fund their final expenses this way and keep that life insurance for what it's designed for. How's your health?
I'm pretty good and I got arthritis.
Okay. Any heart problems? Ever had cancer? Stroke? Emphysema? Kidney, liver, lungs? Diabetes? Circulatory
I
problems?
had I had an operation on my kidney.
How long ago was that?
About 3 months, 4 months, something like that.
Okay, what was it?
Oh, they put a little needle in there and then they took it out. A little spike or whatever you call it.
Okay, in the past 24 months, have you had liver disease, including cirrhosis, kidney failure, kidney dialysis, or renal insufficiency,
Nope.
alcohol or drug abuse? So that's the answer is no to those. Okay. Any diabetes,
No.
lung problems, circulatory problems, had any blood clots in the past year, used any home oxygen in the past year, were you in the hospital more than one time for the same condition in the past year? Okay. We can write you full coverage, and by full coverage, that means starting today on, it will pay the full amount. So say you start with a $4,000 policy, it would pay the full $4,000 today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It doesn't matter when you pass away, you have full coverage today on. Now, why would I start you at $4,000 when funerals are set?
Yeah.
Well, we do that on purpose, and this is one of the most important parts of the plan. The reason we start you with less than what you need is so that it gives you room to add to it without getting more than what you need. And what you're trying to accomplish is you would like to try and take this policy out as close to when you're going to pass away as possible. Well, of course, we have no idea when that's going to be. So start with $4,000, then every 2 years add $1,000. 2 years later add $1,000. 2 years later add $1,000. Add $1,000. And by spacing it out like that, somewhere along that line, we just don't know where it's going to happen. You'll take a policy out and pass away 6 months, a year later. It'll help you get more back than what you put in by doing it that way. The other problem that's solved by adding to it is it will work you out to what final expenses cost today, plus it'll help keep you up with what final expenses might be 5-10 years from now. By adding to it, it'll work you out and keep you up with that. And then the third reason we do it that way is it's a lot easier on the budget to do it a little every month. The third reason we do it that way is it's a lot easier on the budget to do it every couple of years in a lot of little steps instead of me coming in here and saying, well, you know, funerals are 6 today, it'll probably be 8 by the time you pass away, you need an $8,000 policy. If we did that, then you'd be paying the premium on that $8,000 the rest of your life. This way we get you to start with a lot less premium, get you to skip some premium payments over the years, plus you'll take a policy out close to when you're going to need it, and that just greatly increases your odds of coming out ahead of the plan. Now, the plan itself is one of the most common sense plans you'll ever take. Final expenses are covered. None of us can get out of it, none of us can get around it. It's a bill that has to be paid. All this plan does is it just lets you pay it a little every month. That way, when the time comes, all the kids have to do is take a call, so you get the undertaker and say, here, this is how Mom paid for it. Makes it much easier on the family, whether
Now,
it
does that take care of the clock too?
it doesn't matter. Let's say you have a $4,000, say you have $5,000 when you pass away, they get a check for $5,000, they can use it for whatever they see fit.
Oh, it comes out in cash.
Yeah, a good example would be that you decide to go cremation, and cremation only costs $3,000, and you have $5,000. Well, they have $2,000 left over, they can use
For
it
covering things.
for whatever. It's their money. So, yeah, the money comes to them in a check, cash, then they go spend it however they see fit. Okay,
How much does this cost?
what is your age?
75.
Do you have a checking account?
Yes.
Okay, and that's one it calls for to run through the bank where the bank sends it in automatically for you. For a $4,000 policy, it runs $5,202 a month.
I'm only working part-time. It don't give me much money.
Okay? For a $3,000 policy, it runs $39.89 a month.
That's certainly good.
Okay. And it's okay to start there because, like I say, we'll work you up in small steps. Okay, your social security number?
508-28-03-81.
And your height and weight?
Did you have to ask what, the weight?
I had to do it.
I'm 4'9".
Okay? And? You want me just to put something down?
Yeah. I got on the scales the other day and my Lord.
120, is that okay?
What? Way below, yeah, that's fine.
How about 130? All they want to know is that you're not 4'9", 300. So,
160 really, with all my
160?
clothes on.
and what state were you born in?
Century, Nebraska.
And your date of birth is 2/21/30? And who do you want as the beneficiary?
Roy Lee Mitchum. That's my son. Had a daughter, but she left us 3 years ago.
Oh, that's too bad. And we'll just take it out of the bank on the 5th of the month, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I need your signature right there.
Back at six. And one of them is blowing us out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, one more time, right down there on the very bottom line, and that's the bank authorization card, yeah. Same thing, go ahead and send that in for you every month.
They say that if it wasn't for the left-handed people, we wouldn't be any right. I don't know whether that's true or
I don't know.
not.
Okay, I need a check for $39.89. And also, I need to call in and do a quick phone interview with you. Are you on any medicines?
No, I'm on nerve pills and arthritis medicine.
Okay, you might bring those to me. And do you have a cordless phone I could use?
Right beside of you.
Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm only taking the leaves, so this is my nerve pill.
Okay, and they don't want it if it's not prescription. So this is the only medicine you're on? Okay. And when they ask on the liver, kidney, just know, listen to the questions real careful.
Okay.
And your doctor is Dr. Britton here in town? Okay. And make that out to Old American.
I thought I'd just write my name in and let you sign it.
Okay, we can do that. And I'm also going to need a voided check. And what we'll do with that is send that with this bank
Oh, you can't do
authorization.
that with it?
No, because they cashed this one.
So I don't need to sign it.
No, just put void on it so nobody can use it.
I'll let you do that.
Okay?
If you will, please.
There's, I voided it,
Oh, okay.
so nobody can use it. Not getting through the Old American. Do you ever... Yeah, do you ever route to Florida? All the time. You're better off getting Old American. Yeah. Oh, they're much better to talk to, and they don't ask near the many questions. And here's a receipt that you did give me money.
Okay,
There's
appreciate
my
it.
card name, address, phone
Okay.
number. Yeah, just let it go, we'll do something if we can. Hi Cheryl, it's Jeff. BMS. Violet, middle of V-I-O-L-E-T. Yep, middle initial M, and last name is C-H-R-I-S-T-N-E-R. 308-534-5570. Social, 508-280381. Date of birth, 2/21/30. Height and weight, 4'9", 160. Dr. Jeffrey Britton, B-R-I-T-T-A-N, North Platte, Nebraska, is her doctor. And she's taking ALPRAZOLAM 0.25 milligrams 3 times a day? 3 times a day for nerves. And that's it. Alright, here she is.
Hello. Okay. All right. No. No. No, I don't know where she'll want to
Well,
go.
we're done. There's your meds back.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, you're covered as of right now. The bank will send this in on the 5th of June for you,
Oh, okay.
and the policy will take a couple weeks to get here, but it'll be here in a couple weeks. Go ahead and put that with your important papers
All right.
when you get them. And I am there to help. So if you ever have a problem or question, call me and let me help you, because if you call the home office, you get that dang customer service line that says punch this, if you want this, punch. Skip that and call me up and say, Jeff, here's what I need you to do. And that's
Well,
all.
which number's yours?
Well, all of them.
All 3 of them?
Yeah, the 800 number is for you, and then the next one up is if, that's a local number. So, just call the 800 number if you need anything.
Okay, will do.
And we're there to help, so call if you need anything.
All righty.
All right, thank
I
you.
hope I don't need you for at least 10
Not for a while.
years.
Thanks.
Over 10 years.
Okay, do you folks have a burial plan of any type?
I don't.
Okay. On this plan, you can get from 1 to 10,000 coverage each. Is your health okay?
Okay.
Diabetes. Are you on insulin? Okay. Any heart problems for either of you? Cancer? Ever had a stroke? Emphysema? Kidney, liver, lungs? Diabetes? Circulatory problems?
Diabetes.
Been in the hospital in the past year? Had any blood clots in the past year? Used in-home oxygen in the past year? Okay, we can write you both full coverage, and by full coverage, that means starting today on, it will pay the full amount. The full amount, whatever you choose between 1 and 10. Say you start with 5, I know you said 6, then 5 or 6 is where I'd recommend that you start. Now, why would I start? What funerals cost? We're telling people funerals are right around $6,000, maybe just a little above. Why would I start you there or a little below when, chances are funerals are going to go up and you're not going to use it for quite a while. They'll be higher when the time comes. Well, we do it on purpose, and it's one of the most important parts of the plan, because what you would like to try and accomplish here is you would like to take this policy out as close to when you're going to pass away as possible, so that you put as few payments as possible in before you collect on it. Well, we have no idea when that's going to be. So what we do is we start you with, say, 5 each, and then every 2 to 3 years, add 1,000. 2 to 3 years later, add 1,000. 2 to 3 years, add 1,000. Add 1,000. Add 1,000. Somewhere along that line, we just don't know where it's going to happen. If you'll take out a policy, pass away a year or 2 later, it'll help you get more back than what you put in by doing it that way. The other problem it solves by adding on to it is it will work you up to what final expenses are going to cost today, plus it'll help keep you up with what funerals might be 20 years from now. Because it doesn't matter what they cost today if you're not going to use them today. What matters is what they cost the day you do pass away, the day the family has to write the check and pay for it. You want enough coverage in place. And then the third reason we do it that way is it's a lot easier on the budget to do it in a whole lot of little steps, as opposed to me coming in here and saying, well, funerals will probably be 10 by the time you pass away, you need a $10,000 policy. If we did that, then you'd be paying that premium on that $10,000 the rest of your life. So doing it this way, we get you to skip some premium payments as you go along, because you're starting with 5 instead of 10. Plus, you'll take it out close to when you're going to need it. And the combination of those two gives you a pretty good chance of coming out ahead of the plan. Now, the plan itself is one of the most common sense plans you'll ever take. It's coming. None of us can get out of it, none of us can get around it. We're all gonna have final expenses. It's a bill that has to be paid. All this plan does is it just lets you pay it a little every month while you're both here, both contributing. That way when the time comes, all you have to do is take the policy, you stand to take a credit, and sell the thing. Makes it much, much easier when the time comes.
I'm a vet.
Okay?
I plan on being ready too.
And all they provide is the lot and the headstone. So you're still responsible for the service. And when we're talking $6,000 for funerals, that doesn't count the lot and the headstone. So you're still looking at that bill. So,
And that's 900
My,
right now. Where we just had funeral.
my mom just passed away.
oh, okay. So you've been through that and know what it costs. Okay. What are your ages?
I'm 61.
And you guys have a checking account. Okay, the plan calls for it to run through the bank where the bank sends it in automatically for you. We normally, yeah, oh, it's so handy. A lot of people refuse to try it, and if they would just try it,
Well, you know, it saves you from sitting
Oh,
down
yeah,
and down.
yeah, that's
You know,
easy.
you have to get it.
We had a nursing home insurance through Bankers Life, and we made a better deal, so we canceled that. They would take out 2 months, but they're like the 10th they take out 1 month, and then the 19th they take out another month. And I just
So, for a $5,000 policy each, marked on you is $30.75. Dollar on you is $47.90 a month. And all that boils down to is you're just taking X number of dollars, paying for something that's going to get paid for anyway, doing it a little every month. The other thing that makes it a common sense plan is you are getting this money back.
yeah.
It will come back to you.
Well,
Not
not
like
me.
well, you will if she goes first.
Yeah.
So whichever one goes first, the other one gets it. That would it'd be nice if we could figure that out. But so the money's coming back to you, and it'll be there in a time of need when the time comes.
Now, is there wages ahead, or is there, okay.
You're fully covered for day on.
You'd like to say, you never know.
Right. And I've been doing this for 21 years with the same company, so that's one thing I can tell you. They are good down there.
They're back. I think when we first got married, that you couldn't buy burial. We've been married 40 years. 41 again. But I told you couldn't buy burial insurance. But my mom tried to buy some burial insurance, and she couldn't buy it.
Yeah.
I've been telling Don we need to get it, and then I send in for that, you know, because I don't think our kids need to be worrying about that.
Exactly. And when the second one passes away, that's when you really want one in place, because, and I point to the lady, because they seem to last longer than us men, which is bad news for you and I. But, yeah, when that time comes, you don't want to have to worry about, oh, it's going to fall back on the kids. And, you know, we call it peace of mind, and then it gives you peace of mind knowing that it's there, it's taken care of, and
You want to go with that then? Is that?
That sounds all right to me. If we've got something that we,
You're the one that takes care of the booklet, and we can afford it.
well, we've got, with this, now we'll have everything taken care of. I mean, we won't have to worry.
Now, okay. Now, keep in mind that if you pass away in the next year or two before we come back and add to it, probably not losing the job. But,
Not.
right, yeah, we hope not. And that's the only drawback to doing it the way I did. If you pass away in the next year, take the pension, you're going to come out way ahead, but the odds are against it. But even if the funeral costs $6 and you have $5, that's going to take care of most of it.
That's true.
Okay, your social security number?
505-331.
33.
You asked me on that. 35-31-8188. My social security number.
3188, last one number. Right. One, 506. And she told me 81.
505-563188.
Okay. 56 for the middle two.
I'm going to get it out before you come out, and I might come to 505-563188.
And your height and weight?
I'm 5 foot and I'm 138 pounds.
What state were you born in?
was born right here.
Okay, and your date of birth is 12/16/43?
Yeah, I was born about right where we are.
Well, not in this house.
No. You could, I just took it on and off to the,
Tell them like this.
And they're taking it out of the bank
that's fine.
on the 5th of the month, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Checks are in on the 1st and,
Your signature right there.
Will this go up?
That's a yes or a no. And write that off, so that's the bank authorization card. The no part of that answer is once you take a policy, that policy's locked in forever.
you said mine was $30?
$30.75. The yes part of that answer is when I come back 2 years, 3 years from now, yes, it's gonna cost you more for that $1,000 or if you put it to that.
But no coverage is much more, but the
Right,
$5,000.
exactly.
My initial?
Did I?
Yeah.
I probably did. 47.90.
Time goes on, that we will after, well, one of you have to go in and give his name.
Yes. Well, whoever, when the first one passes away, part of the claim form, they'll send you a change of beneficiary form that way, and then you need to put whoever you want sent to at that time. Now, if for some reason it wouldn't get changed, it will go to your estate automatically, so it will still go into, pay out to the kids and get the estate anymore. Now, what we can do, if you would like to, is put one of the kids down as a secondary beneficiary right now. Okay, if you have somebody, a lot of times people aren't sure. What's your name?
Henry Brown,
C-A-N-N-Y. Okay. B-R-O-W-N.
Right.
You have to put
That's
on
your
it,
daughter.
yeah, and why don't you put first keeper on there too, the both things.
Okay, and what is it?
Hope and first keeper. Either. Now during this time, she might get married.
Okay, and that's the other daughter.
So it is.
And I'll put them equal, so. Okay, your social security number?
506 46 7439.
And your height and weight.
5'9", about 175.
What state were you born in?
Right here in North Latin Brown.
Date of birth, 12/12/39.
Right.
You wasn't born in North Carolina.
No, I'm sorry, I wasn't.
You was born in Belleville, Kansas.
That's right, I was.
See, I don't feel so bad. I do this, why do you say that?
You was born in Belleville.
I'm the center Kansas. Yeah, so.
I was born in Belleville, Kansas, that's
Okay.
right.
Will they just take one big?
Yes, I put PAP with Mark on his so that it's,
That way I don't have to take out two separate.
no, it'll all come out, yep, all come out. Yeah, I need a check for $30.75.
Can we just make it one check?
I really prefer two, and the reason is, and this is much for him, when it gets to the home office, if they get separated and there's one check, all of a sudden they credited it all to his account, and they're sending you a letter saying, well, you need to pay for the first month. I put one check in each app, then if they get separated in the home office, it's okay.
Old American Insurance?
Yes. And then I am going to have to call in and do a quick phone interview with you, so I'll need the meds. If you're on any meds, I'll need that. And then they'll basically just re-ask you the same health questions that I asked you. 30.75, and yours is 47.90. And then I'll need one voided check, and what we'll do is that is send it in so they know what account to take it out of. Do you have a cordless phone I can use to call in? And then if you would grab your meds for me, are you on any meds at all?
All I do is take arthritis, but I don't take them.
Why don't you grab them for him? We'll give them that way they're down. Yeah, grab your meds. Your doctor is Dr. Bernard here in town. Pulse, is that a stomach?
I have a
Blood pressure? Dr. Linwood?
Zocor and Amaral.
Yeah. All right.
I can see the lead for those for a little bit on this line.
No, it's just topic. You don't know, I don't need those. Yeah, we can back down that line.
Okay.
I have two of them, and also the other big one. I have two of them both doing Martha, and the last name is H-U-B-E-R. 308-534-4235, 4235. 505-56-3188, 12-15-43. He gave me a voided check.
Down there, it's quiet.
12-15-43, 5 foot 138. Dr. Janet Bernard, B-E-R-N-A-R-D, North Platte, Nebraska. Yep, she's taking naproxen, 500 milligrams twice a day when she takes it for arthritis pain. That's all. Yep, also BMS, Don, middle initial L, same last name, 506-46-7439, 12-12-39, 59175. Dr. Lindsay, L-I-N-D-L-E-Y, North Platte. Yep, he's taking Prilosec, once a day. He is taking Amaryl, A-M-A-R-Y-L, 4 milligrams.
They cut me down to half.
Okay, once a day. And he's taking Metformin, 500 milligrams, once a day. Diabetes, taking Izar, 50,
I said, lay down. I'm not going to
12, 1 a day for blood pressure. He's taking
some quiet time.
Yeah, once a day. Taking Zocard, 40 milligrams once a day for cholesterol. That's it. Here's Don.
Oh, mighty fine.
Okay.
No.
You must be on the go quite a bit. You sent that card in requesting information on the burial plan. So I stopped by to explain it to you and tell you how it works. Leif is long training, so he'll sit and listen while I explain it. It'll just take a few minutes to run over it.
It's, like it helps with life insurance.
Okay, well let me tell you how this will go along with what you already have. Who do you have that with? Is it Old American?
Physicians.
How much coverage did you take with physicians?
$6,000.
Okay.
I'm pretty well covered. I've got the tombstone block. Get that all taken care of. So.
Yeah, the thing that you don't have taken care of is the cost of funerals going up. You know, if they go up, it may not be enough. The other thing is that happens at time of death is estate planning in case there are some bills run up due to whatever causes death, and then regular old cleanup. Somebody to come in and handle everything. You know, something has to be done with everything you have. It just takes time and money to do that. So I wouldn't say get crazy, but another $2,000, $3,000 policy would probably make sense because the price of funerals are probably going to continue to go up. How's your health?
Oh, all right. That's for me. I need for them.
Okay. Ever had any heart problems? Cancer, stroke, emphysema, kidney, liver, lungs, diabetes, circulatory problems? Been in the hospital in the past year? Had any blood clots in the past year? Used any home oxygen in the past year?
I've been in the hospital last year. Just my knees for over a year ago.
Okay. And on that Physicians Mutual, how long have you had that?
I've got for quite a while.
5 years, 10 years, 20 years?
Probably 10 years.
Okay. So it's full coverage then, no waiting periods or anything. Okay, good. Yeah, hang on to it because you'll never buy insurance
Oh, yeah.
as cheap today as you did 10 years ago. So. Sure, absolutely. Okay, well, I'll skip all the extra. What I would recommend would be maybe a little $2,000 policy to help offset the cost of things going up, plus take care of the other things that we talked about. And it's one of the most common sense plans you'll ever take because what we're talking about is going to happen. All this is a way to pay for it so that when you pass away, all the kids have to do is say, here, you know, here's how Dad paid for it, and they'll have, you know, like this will be $2,000 extra that they can use however they see fit. They take that, give it to the undertaker, pay for the funeral. This would be just a couple thousand to do all the other things that I talked about with. The big advantage to doing it this way as opposed to, say, in a savings account is this way. It will pass on tax-free, estate-free, and lawyer-free. Plus, they'll get it right away. Whereas in a savings account, it gets tied up in your estate, may take 6 months, 8 months to get it to them, plus the government will get some, the lawyers will get some, and then they'll get what's left. This way it goes 100% right away to them. Okay, for a $2,000 policy running through the bank, do you have a checking account? Okay, and it costs for it to run through the bank. It's $36.04 a month. And all that boils down to is you're just paying for something that we know you're going to have to pay for anyway. And this way you're doing it a little every month. That way the kids have the money. The other thing that makes it a common sense plan is they are going to get this money. It's not like a cancer, an accident, your house insurance, your car insurance, your health insurance. All those, you know, when you pass away, all that money that went in there is gone. This money's coming back to them, and it'll be there in a time of need. It'll be there tax-free, estate-free, and lawyer-free, and right away.
I've got the money. I've been thinking about going down to mortuary job and just buying it.
Don't do that. Here's why, and I'm glad because he hadn't heard this yet today. Instead of taking the money down and paying the undertaker, keep it yourself. That way it's earning interest for you. Then you take a plan like this, take a little bit of the money that money's earning, put in here, then you have both at time of death. You still have the $6,000 cash in the bank, plus you have a $2,000 policy here. It hasn't cost you anything, because the interest is basically paying for this.
Well, the interest don't pay much anymore.
It's down a little bit, but I haven't listened to the radio. I guess the feds were going to raise interest rates again today.
I put it in some of the CD here a while back, but the bank had a special one day for 4%.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for now it is, yeah. Well, thank you for, you got a card, let me think about it.
Well, here's how we normally handle that. I'm from Hays, Kansas, and like I say, I've been coming to see you a long time before I finally caught you. And that is that you do have a 30-day right to examine the policy. What that means is you can go ahead and set it up today not knowing if you're going to keep it or not keep it. It doesn't matter. But once you receive the policy, not 30 days from today, but 30 days from when you receive it, and it'll take us a couple weeks to get the policy to you, you have 30 days to send it back and say, hey, I guess I don't want to give my $36 back. The advantages to doing it that way, number one, you're covered while you're thinking about it. It keeps you in control of keeping it or canceling it. Where if I come back 2-3 months from now and you've had a light heart attack, light stroke, then it's the insurance company's decision to take you or not take you. So you stay in control, not let the insurance company be in control. But most importantly, what it will do for you is it will get you the policy. That way you can see in writing what you're getting. And it's always better to see what you're getting in writing as opposed to guessing at it. And then
I've got an insurance license too.
Oh, do you? Well, then read the policy and look it over. And
I can write my own. I'm independent. I'm through Omaha Mutual. I basically annuities and long-term care and Medicare supplements.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to do anything today. I thank you for coming, but I'm not going to do anything today.
Well, the problem with waiting is age and health. If you're in the business, you know that, you run into health problems, you can't get it.
I'm just not ready to do anything today, so.
Well, but by waiting, if you run into it, it's kind of a catch-22, because normally the reason you'll need this is related to health. We know you're not just going to go blow your money, but usually it's health-related that causes the money to start going the other direction, whether it's nursing home, somebody to come into the home and take care of you, medicines. Well, if that happens, then you can't get a policy because now you have had health problems when you need it. So you really got to plan ahead, and that's all you're doing with a policy like this is just paying for something that you know is going to get paid for anyway. This way you're doing it a little every month instead of in a lump sum when the kids have to do it.
Yeah, I thank you, but I'm just not going to do anything today. So.
You don't think it makes sense to take a look at the policy and see what you're getting?
No, I'm not ready to do that. I've got too much stuff. I'm putting up a shed here, and I've been...
Well, but death doesn't wait till all that's taken care of.
I know, but...
And health doesn't either.
I know.
That's why you ought to do it, is take advantage of your good health.
Yeah, well, thanks for shopping.
Okay, thank you. I'm Jeff Copper with your Old American.
Oh, okay.
You sent that card in. I think your husband has a policy with us. I don't know if you do or not. I'll have to look.
No, I don't.
Okay, I do. And so, Rafe is a long training today. So that's why there are two instead of one. Hello. Hello. I'm Jeff Copper with your Old American, and you had sent that card in. And I'd like to have you listen also.
And put on there that no insurance men to come?
No?
I said anything in, I normally say.
No, here's the card if you want to look at it. I'll wait till she comes over. I'd like to have
Well, I'm busy, so you'll have to go ahead. I'll have to listen to you as you do.
Okay. Yeah. How's your health doing, both of you? Any heart problems for either of you?
Not in this good shape, no, now,
Do you have any heart problems?
no.
Arlene, do you have any cancer for either of you?
His insurance is not me.
Yes, but I need you to answer the questions. You'll understand why here in a minute.
Tell me why first.
Because the only way I can write him is writing you a policy where he can have a writer to write any additional coverage. And you just put on here, you check yes about reviewing your present coverage, also information about additional protection to help keep me in step with current final expense costs. And you check yes to both of those. Okay, any heart, cancer, strokes, emphysema, kidney, liver, lung? Okay, been in the hospital in the past year, had any blood clots in the past year, used home oxygen, which is yes for you. Arlene, do you answer yes to any of those?
I don't have any problems.
Okay. In the past, we always had a guaranteed issue product that said, regardless of health, we'll write you a policy. Old American did away with that 5, 6, 7 years ago. And so we started picking up other companies to write our guaranteed issue products with. Well, we no longer have a guaranteed issue in our briefcase, which means we have to get up and walk out of some houses. We can't write coverage. It costs us money. You know, if we had a guaranteed issue, we'd be able to write more policies. Well, what Old American did about a year ago, they came out with this policy. It's a rider that if Arlene takes a policy, you can get an equivalent amount on you. So, say, well, first of all, let me go over what you have. You have a $2,000 policy that you pay $42.04 a month for, right? Is that how much you pay every month?
Yeah, 4204, I think it is.
$42.04, yeah, that's correct. Let me just double check to make sure there's not another policy there I'm not looking at. Well, I think that's, yeah, it's only showing one policy. And that is full coverage now. You had the waiting period on it because of health problems when you took it out. And you're 80?
80.
Okay. I cannot even write you a policy now. That rider only goes up to age 80. And I didn't look at your age on that before. So, Arlene, why did we not write you a policy when we were here before?
I didn't want one because I've got insurance.
How much coverage do you
So,
have?
that's my business. I'm sorry. I have insurance and that's all it costs.
Well,
I don't want anybody else's insurance.
what happens is a lot of times people say, oh, I have plenty of insurance, I have 5,000 coverage, and then when I talk to them and explain, you know, well, there's, you know, final expenses are going to cost X, estate planning, bill paying, cleanup fund, income replacement, you know, all those things are just as much a part of passing away, then they understand, you know, why I asked that
Going down to
question.
the fort, so we don't have to worry about all this stuff that you're worrying about.
Well, the only thing the fort will pay for is a lot in the headstone.
The rest of it's all taken care of. So we don't have anything to worry about.
The estate planning, the bill paying, and the cleanup and all that.
Everything's taken care of. I'm sorry, but I will not take out insurance. When somebody comes in here like this, and they've got a secret that you have to take out another policy to cover him, then no, you don't get me to do nothing.
Well,
I don't do insurance like that.
it's not a secret, and it's a rider. It's a legitimate deal.
I know it's a rider. Why the hell didn't you put it in there? It's a rider. You didn't put it in out there. That it's a rider.
Well, number one, we didn't know he was on oxygen when they sent this card out. That's why we send it
Why don't you
out.
call before you come here?
Because we never know where we're going to be.
And I'm busy, and you're in here. Well, you don't care about anybody else, but you care about yourself. To write on an insurance. But you don't care how busy we are.
That's not true at all.
Well, then why didn't you call before you came?
Because I never know where I'm going to
Okay, and I never know what I'm doing.
Okay.
If you would have called, then we could have taken care of
be.
things.
And if you were busy,
Right over the phone.
you could have said that at the door.
So, you wanted to talk to him. Not me, you wanted to talk to him.
Well, that is very true, but when we're in a house, we try and help everybody.
You know, you were here once before and I told you no. I'm still there.
But you sent this card in, and so that's why I came back. I didn't just show up to bother you. You sent the card in, so I
That's right.
responded to it.
But I expect people to make a appointment.
Well, I tried to explain, this took 5 minutes, the next one may take 45, and the next 3, 5 minutes each, so I never know where I'm going to be during the day, so it's hard to call and make an appointment.
But you're in the area, you can say, I'm in the area, I want to stop by. You didn't do that.
Well, that's just not the way I do business.
Well, I don't do business either,
Okay.
so I'm sorry.
All right. We're there to help you on your other policy, so if you need anything, don't hesitate to call us. That's what I'm there for, to help you. Hello? Hi. I'm Jeff Copper with your Old American.
Old American, okay.
And you have a policy with us.
I have them. I have a policy form.
Right? Yep, and you sent that card back about some additional coverage.
Yes.
Okay? And
this is a...
Leif is a long training today. So you're going to sit and listen to it.
Well, now listen. All right, now listen, because by God, he's a good
He is, isn't it?
He absolutely is a good salesman.
I just feel lucky once in a while.
Well, now, I think, by God, I will...
You're 83 now, Cliff?
Yes.
Okay. I think I pretty much have what you have. I think you're paying $35, $34 a month for 4,000 coverage.
Yes.
How's your health doing?
My health is good.
Any heart problems?
No heart problems at all.
Cancer?
Hey, I had open heart surgery
How long ago?
in May.
Last year.
May last year.
Okay. I will not be able to write you a policy until 2 years after the open.
Why?
Well, because after the age of 80, you do have to be in good health to get it.
Too bad. That's too bad.
And that was May of '04? You were right, it was May. But it was in '02 that you had that done, May of '02. So, we're okay on that one now. How's the rest of your health? Any cancer?
No way.
Ever had stroke?
No way.
Emphysema?
What?
Emphysema?
No
Lung
way.
trouble?
way.
Diabetes? Circulatory
No
problems?
way.
Had any blood clots in the past year? Used any home oxygen in the past year? Been in the hospital in the past year?
No way.
And you do your own daily activities of living, bathing, dressing, eating, all those things you do yourself?
That's right.
Okay. We can write you. So forget what I said about not being able to write you since it's been over 2 years. We can write you. What I would recommend, you have 4,000 now. I would recommend getting the other 4,000 in place, because if you do run into a health problem at your age, what I said about not writing you would hold true. We wouldn't be able to write you. So let's take advantage of your health being good.
Now what I'm going to say is I want to get some more policy.
Right. What I would recommend is 4,000 more. You already have 4,000. Let's add 4,000 to it. That will give you 8,000. This money can be used for anything. It can be used for final expenses, the funeral. Then anything that's left over after that, they can pay bills, they can estate plan, clean up funds, all the other things that go along with passing away.
Well, I might say something that
Okay, for a $4,000 increase, Cliff, it would be $73.50 a month for the extra coverage.
now, how much would they?
Do what?
How much?
For $4,000 coverage.
What would that be?
It's $73.50 a month for the extra $4,000 coverage. You already have $4,000. This $4,000 would then give you a total of $8,000 coverage starting today on. Full coverage today on.
Well, I might send you down to my dentist. I might send you down there and visit with him.
Well, I have to do it with you.
Now it would be okay.
Do what?
Now, I say I was going to have this. Send you down there to him. With this policy.
And your phone number is 308-848-2552. Is your social security number 508-124457? Okay. Do you know what your phone number is? And your date of birth is 6/11/21.
That's right.
And last time we put Mike Permansky as the beneficiary. Is that who you want this time? And what is your height and weight now? Approximately how tall are you?
This tall.
How tall are you? I'm about 5'9" or 10. So you're about 5'6". And how much do you weigh?
I had my weight down just the other day.
How much do you weigh?
He's probably 150 or 160, something like that.
Is that about right, 150?
Yeah.
Okay, what state were you born in?
Nebraska.
Okay,
Now my dad delivered me.
is that right? I need your signature right there. Right there. And I have a Plymouth M.
And
Yep. Okay. And I need a check for $73.50, and then I need to call in and do a quick phone interview, and then we're done.
well, how much would that be, Ryder? All together.
$108.84 total.
$108.
But I just need the $73.50 today, because the other is being sent in automatically, isn't it, for you?
Okay.
Now, if you want me to, I can have the first draft taken out of the bank automatically. That way you don't have to write a check if you want me to do it that way.
Well, I think I would.
Okay? Okay? Are you on any medicine?
Oh, yes.
Do you have the bottles here? Does the nurse have a list of them? Okay, what I need to do now is call in and do a quick phone interview. They'll re-ask the same health questions that I asked you. And your doctor's name? Mac Newton?
No, wait a minute.
It says physician on here is Newton. Okay.
There's so many doctors in here.
Don't let me forget to take that back to the nurse when we're done here. Hi, Felicia, this is Jeff Copper. Good. BMS. Clement, C-L-E-M-E-N-T, middle initial M, Permansky, F-U-R-M-A-N-S-K-I. 308-848-2552, 508-124475, 6-11-21, 56150. Dr. Mac, M-A-C-K, Newton, N-E-W-T-O-N, North Platte, Nebraska. Yep, he's taking all of Purinol, 300 milligrams. What's that for? Is that for gout?
Yes.
For gout, 300, 1/2 tablet a day. Altace, 5 milligrams, 1 capsule a day. Dilatin, 100 milligrams, 3 tablets a day. Yep. Topol, XL, 100 milligrams once a day. Blood pressure. Coumadin, 2 milligrams, 1 tablet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then 1 tablet, 2 milligrams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then he takes another one, 3 milligrams, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So basically once a day.
Yes.
Zocor, 40 milligrams once a day for cholesterol. That is it. Sure.
Hello. Just fine. How about yourself? That's good. That's fine. Yes. No way. no, 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 no. Oh, well, no, no. I'm in a nursing home right now. No, no, no. And thank you very much.
Hey,
Doctor, for just a minute.
Felicia, he's not in the nursing home. It's a retirement center. So, okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, there's a receipt that you did give him money. There's my card, name, address, phone number. I'm the same guy that's been here before. And then when this gets to the home office, they'll just automatically take that right out of the bank for you, just like they do the other, and then next month the whole amount will come out all at once.
Now, Paul, what is the whole amount?
$108.84.
$108.
And that's 8,000 coverage. And if you get any more of these cards in the mail like you sent back last time, just throw it away, because we got you taken care of.
Oh, I see.
So, all right. Thank you, Cliff.
Well, take care.
All right, holler if you need anything. Hey,
Right there.
good to meet you.
Yeah. Okay, take care now.
All right.